Hello everybody and welcome to CFC Fan TV. This is the fans Q&A. I try to answer quite a lot in Ask Sophie actually, because those questions can be a little bit, they can be football related or they can not be football related, but these are just pure football questions. So yes, thank you all for tweeting them in as usual. Next time I actually am going to put them on the community tab, so for those of you who don't have Twitter, you can also write in that way. But let's get going then. Arena, hello, says, do you think Abramovich has finally gotten tired of Chelsea? No, I don't think that. I think the whole thing with this, if this whole question of the stadium hadn't come up, there really would be absolutely no talk of this whatsoever. The problem with the stadium is that it took so much work and so many, back and forth legalities with, we had pitch owners, we had people that won't move house, things like that. The construction, we are in Hammersmith and Fulham, don't forget. So I think, all that just proved too difficult to do in the end, and I think if you're going to spend that amount of money on something, it needs to be done properly. So they've postponed it. Will it continue? Possibly. Will it not? We don't know. But I'm happy with the bridge how it is, and I don't think that we really need to worry about Abramovich too much. I think if he ever did decide to sell in the next few years, he would feel that's right for himself and for the club. And until then, we're of course happy because he is the man that came in, and ever since then we've won many wonderful trophies. So either or, whatever he decides to do, that is what it is. But I don't think he's got tired of Chelsea. I think there are all sorts of things that go on when you run a business, and you have to make the best decisions based on what's good for you and what's good for the club in the end. Next question then. Aidan says, in your opinion, what are some realistic targets we can expect under Sarri in his first season at Chelsea? Very good question. Realistically, I think I love the fact that people say, oh yeah, we could win the league, this and that, but I don't think they expect us to win the Premier League in our first season. I think actually, they'd probably get another season out of it, wouldn't they? If we had a manager for one season, then won the Premier League season the next, they'd get another run in. I think, like I said, I think top three is the most realistic for this one. I think we will definitely see some very exciting football, which is what I'm the most looking forward to. And that's, I know he hasn't won any major trophies before, but there's always, there's a first time for everything. And I think the way he's playing football is long overdue for Chelsea. So I am very excited to see how he's playing. I know in our first game against Perth, fans were particularly impressed with how he set the team out, and so was I. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing, just some exciting attacking football, I suppose. And yeah, top three will be good. I think Europa League will eventually become priority, maybe not at the start, but yeah, it's another trophy in Europe, so we will have to go for that as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we won the FA Cup or the League Cup. That would be really good. So yeah, it'd be fantastic. Next question then. JB says, is Callum Hudson-Odoi the best player in the world? I'm going to say I don't know if he's the best player in the world. He's definitely a very exciting prospect for the future, isn't he? I loved seeing him come on and getting a bit of game time last season. I thought he really impressed me. Whether or not he'll get that many minutes, we have to see what sort of manager Sarri is. I'm sure that he is one, and I've seen in his substitutions against Perth Glory, he gave quite a lot of players a run in. So it would be really exciting to see, how Sarri works and how he is as a manager. I don't think we've always sort of had a manager that's coming with a proven record so far. So yeah, it's going to be really exciting, and I'm just really hoping that we do get to see Hudson-Odoi play a little bit this season, if not in the FA Cup run-ups, things like that. Next question then. Here's one for you, Sophie. Hello, David. Do we put faith into Ruben Loftus-Cheek to complete our midfield three for the coming season, or do we spend? Personally, I believe RLC would be great. # Ask Sophie. Yeah, I mean, I think Loftus-Cheek is, I don't know why he doesn't get a run in at Chelsea, if I'm being honest. I think it's another question of youth. I think he was great for Palace. He's proven himself in the World Cup. There's not really much more that you can ask for than that, is there? If we're going to give the likes of Gary Cahill a run in this season, who wasn't included in the World Cup squad as in the first team at the World Cup as much, then of course, why wouldn't we give Loftus-Cheek a bit of a run in? That's sort of something that should absolutely happen in my eyes. Do I think he would be my first choice for every single starting game? No, I think there's only players like Kante that really fit that criteria. Kante, Aspilicueta, Hazard. But do I think he can come great? You know, he's still super, super young. Yeah, of course. So I would love to see him feature this season. I don't think I've met any Chelsea fan that doesn't really think that he is more than capable of doing the job. So yeah, I'll be pretty surprised if we didn't see him feature in some way. I'm sure Sari, you know, has watched the World Cup. Craig Jackson then says, how many times do you get to go and watch Chelsea in a season? Me, Rory and Charlie have all been season ticket holders for ages, actually. My season ticket used to be in the Shed Upper. We all sit in different parts of the stadium. I think Charlie's west, I think Rory is Matthew Harding somewhere. But yeah, you know, wherever really. You know, I tend to, more now or less, I tend to just sit wherever my friends are. So I start on the day. But yeah, most games I get to go to, we always do the European away games and home games. And I try to make it to as many, you know, the northern games as possible. But yeah, you know, just as many as possible. I mean, like I say, this next season I'm going to be out here every single game with you guys, the fans, getting your reactions. So do look out for that. And yes, thank you very much for sending in all your questions for fans Q&A this week. Another question for you. I've already answered it, but would you like to see Ruben Loftus-Cheek in the first team this season? I know I'd be very surprised if there wasn't a lot of you that didn't say yes. So comment below, and if you like this video, please click the subscribe button, and I will see you all super soon.